consciously done my own version of his story. It's all best pulled together in the Mandela Files. I mean, he's been the main inspiration to me over the years as I was learning to become a cartoonist, and certainly when I became an activist when I was around 24 years old or so. And then he's been an influence over everything that I've done as an editorial cartoonist, because the bottom line of that is being a political animal, and you are influenced by the people who you most admire. His crowning characteristics, I think enormous self-belief. So he kind of could overcome enormous odds, but at the same time, an amazingly good person to work with other people, and then to be able to reconcile. That's the incredible thing, to be able to reconcile incredibly different viewpoints, to be able to lead through that and show that he was a person of enormous moral integrity, self-sacrifice, amazing, and incredibly charismatic. I think that he's almost too loyal to some people who he was connected with in certain ways. There were times when he appeared to keep certain people on in his cabinet who really were dead wood by that time. There was some of that, and also on an international, in the international sphere, there were people whose human rights records were not good, but who had supported the ANC while the ANC was banned, and so that I think is a bit of a problem. Then during his presidency, he really fell short on HIV/AIDS, which was becoming this incredibly huge problem, and I think that he vindicated himself enormously since he stood down from the presidency. We're not praise singers. We're actually there to kind of point out the feet of clay and to have a laugh and to be a kind of a pressure valve and all that. And the interesting thing about Mandela is that, unlike some of the current leadership, he actually appreciated that. So he's got a wicked sense of humor. He really likes, he apparently really likes the cartoons, and I think he likes some of the ones that are quite irreverent, which is brilliant. I have a few favorites, I suppose. I'm not one favorite of him, but certainly the one of him with the Queen. That's a favorite. I suppose the one of Fourscore with the 4 parts, which kind of sum up the 4 parts of his life. That would be a favorite as well. I've always enjoyed the little Poker Mandela one. It was just a fun one to do. And then, I mean, the one of his dream with Grasser about warning Mbeki about not being a yes man. That one. It's the one of him as a boy in the Transkei, in the old Transkei, in the classroom. That one is a favorite. And the sunrise and the sunset and the bending over backwards, all of those ones that I did in color are amongst the favorites that I have. I don't think there's sort of major cartoons or major things that I regret. I've had an unbelievably interesting time doing all these cartoons about him. And being a cartoonist is close to people who are close to him. I feel that there's an element of privilege in that, having lived through this period and done cartoons during this period.